Hey guys, what we're looking at here, we've got one of our rabbit pens turned over on its side. We're going to work at doing a little bit of replacement on the slats. A lot of these slats that we cut, we made them a little bit thin. This is kind of our first, or was our first go at the slatted bottoms. They work well for about 5 years. Just over time, the rabbits just chew them and they get real brittle. Some of the bottoms of our pens, the bottom rails are starting to rot. This one's in pretty good shape. We're going to I'm thinking about going back with some sacrificial pieces, 3/4 inch treated on the bottom of these, and then we'll attach some thicker slats, and then hopefully we can get 5 more years out of it. But we'll get started on that, and I'll give y'all a view of maybe some other parts of it, some of the rest of the design y'all might be interested in. Alright, as you can see, we got the new floor on, the new slats. Added some pieces here just to kind of get the main frame up off the ground, hopefully keep it from rotting any further. Use some boards no less than 2 inches wide. The typical spacing is about 2 inches. Some of these boards are closer to 3 inches wide. Just didn't see any point of cutting it down. They still have more grass to eat than what they would in a cage, so. Alright, so a little bit more. On the roofs, we just take a simple 1.5. Take a 2x4, rip it in half, make a little 1.5 by 1.5 inch frame, square frame. Then you nail a 2x4 to the top of that frame. And that'll give you just enough fall. And take a few little strips and nail it back to the outer frame. Cover it with plastic. Pull your plastic underneath so when the water runs off, it don't run inside the pen. Put that on hinges. Doesn't weigh very much. Got a little bungee strap, a little piece of cord. You can use a bungee strap to tie the lid down if it gets windy. And then that way when you open it up, you got something to hold it. You can get in there full with animals. You ain't got to worry about being limited. Let's see if I can get this to show. Nope. So I got little feeder extensions. Just a coffee can with a hole and a funnel drilled in it. In this little area here, our does can come in. We can put nest box in. They can get in out of the weather, have their babies on the pasture. Don't have to worry about trying to move them into a barn or anything. And we got this little platform here. We've got 5-gallon bucket waters. This has the little nipples on them to water them. So we set the bucket there, and we'll hook this up through the wire like that, and your bucket's high enough that you got enough pressure just off your water column to water them. And when I would move them, I would have to pull these handles, and the handles were kind of getting weak, and so I went in and added just a piece of electric wire, drill a hole just bigger than the wire, and on the inside you take a pair of pliers and you can kind of kink that wire up. Add a bit of hose. Gives you a lot more leverage, easier to move. And that's about it.